Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Divine Sunshine coming to you with your energy, your emotional check-in. Let's get in and kind of see what's going on as far as with the vibrations for the collective. So let's check in. Back up some. Okay, thank you. All right, let's check in clear and see what's going on with the divine feminine energies. So the divine feminine energies would be as far as how we are in our being, our omega energies. Okay, some of us, this does not surprise me. We got hateful, hostile, vengeful, and spiteful. Oh my God, and our emotions? Interesting. That kind of describes a lot what's going on with some issues I'm seeing with the channel. Okay, interesting. So what's going on with the divine masculine energies? Something in our actions. What's happening collectively with the actions? These three came out. I hit it accidentally down. Okay, so the divine masculine is exhausted, fatigued. They feel they are resentful on some things. Okay, they are unsure. They got this fork in the road, but they say they're fulfilled. Okay, interesting. I'm picking up that the hateful thing is right now is really picking apart the pieces of the heart and really saying they got to smash it apart to kind of rebuild it again from that feeling of hateful, resentfulness, and vengefulness on some of them. They're telling me to tell you all that also that if this does not resonate, don't make it fit. If it doesn't fit, you must quit. So let it go. But this is what I'm feeling emotional check-in for some of the feminines. Interesting. And this is why they got this fist, this power, breaking it apart, these broken pieces that are built that no longer are needed, that are no longer can be sustainable, like sustainable energy. So there's no longer, it can kind of go with that. When we look at the divine masses, the divine masses are very hard to work and they're very exhausted. They're hard to work trying to see a new perspective on some things. Some ways they feel like maybe while they're working on those things and they're being exhausted, maybe the divine feminine are being resentful. So they might be picking up on some of these divine feminine's energies as far as in the emotions. It's like really wanting to smash things up. And they know that it feels like, again, they're becoming, some of them being offended and bitter, which is causing some uncertainty within the divine masculine energies and his emotions as far as what direction he needs to go. But right now, he is really trying to keep his sights up. He is also still trying to, within himself, also saying the divine feminine is the one who determines the direction, feeling us also that she is the one who is fulfilling also the hopes and wishes and dreams within. So within the divine masculine energies, as far as that alpha and omega, trying to create that balance of really is like it's like, to me, it's like I'm preparing, I'm just getting all these things together. And right now with the divine feminine energies, is causing him to feel a certain way. I got a fork in the road. This divine, this feminine energy also can also represent the divine feminine is in his life as well as several levels. And this divine feminine is becoming resentful. He feels like really in some ways the divine masculine feels like he's feeling resentfulness all the way around. It's like I'm catching it from the divine feminine and I'm catching it from this distorted partner that's a female. Emotionally, she's resentful. Why am I here? What's going on with this? I'm offended. I'm bitter being in this situation because a lot of these distorted partners feel that some way the ending is coming around the corner. So they're getting bitter, and so it's this causing this uncertainty. That's why I say, advice wise to you all divine feminines, get yourself that you know that you want your divine counterpart, get more steadily and more grounded in you. Okay. And then I will stop for that to be actually occurring with that emotionally. I'm going to do something different again. Some of I see, well, let's see what's happening with the shadow aspect. I was going to go a different way, but let me look and see as far as these emotional check-ins. Clear, I feel like you all need some solutions, because this is some interesting energy that we're dealing with right here. Okay, as far as the divine feminine energy is here, you're linked on while you're having this hateful thing, is that you got to get rid of the things that's happening in the past that's affecting you with tomorrow. Some of these things, when it comes to acquirement of love, you're trying to level up, and at the same time you're still holding on to the past, some past loves that didn't work out, the experience of things, the passions, and maybe things that you had tried to acquire, it didn't work out either. So it's causing for some of you all to walk around in this artificial heart, really disconnected. I didn't know divine feminine, you in your energies like that, in your omega-ness of your beingness. There's a couple of you all that's still walking around with this. Interesting. This is what the cards say. The cards don't lie. So you got to get into the divine order about these things here. That's blocking you from you being able to see what's going on. It's stopping you with your communication as well. So that's something that you've got to work on, divine feminine energies and your emotions. When we're looking at the divine masculine energies, that's in our alphaness, in our leadership, we feel again that we're exhausted because we got it says parasite. We got a lot of people that's got their hands in the cookie jar when it comes to us, to the divine masculine energies, as far as us alphaness and being in action and being in action. And this is also causing us to be kind of exhausted as well. Interesting. So in this energy here, what is spirit telling us that we've got to surrender? Because this is kind of not, this is not, as my DM said, this ain't good, this isn't good. So again, for the divine feminine, what is it that the spirit feels that you got to surrender? It says surrender to joy. Okay, so again, a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling, doing both the hard and the easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. This is what you need to do. And then also surrender to the miracles. Just let things happen. You know, some of them you got to, maybe you need to have your heart broken. Your heart broken because it is built a certain way and is founded upon old hurts and ideologies and belief systems than when it comes to love. And so it's got to be broken up, and that's the purpose for why this divine masculine is coming around. It's again, the energy is causing you to create this newness. So some of you all are almost having this dark night of the soul, or this breakthrough. It always darkest before the dawn before something new comes on, because that's got to be broken up so you can be able to start surrendering to miracles. Because a lot of the readers and myself have told you that these DMs are ready. They just really waiting for, again, a sign from spirit or source to let them know to go on. And they might even, some of them, if it seems like you're ready and within your spirit and you can get rid of that kind of energy there, they're ready to sign to appear like the next day. You know, if you got this kind of heart here, which I told you all before, it cannot sustain. If this is what you got in your heart, that stuff has got to be broken up, shattered, and you got to create your heart anew. Okay, when it comes to the divine masculine, energies, what's going on for that? The divine masculine energies, spirit wants you to surrender to play. You're exhausted. What it say, all work and no play makes a dull boy. So you're doing all of this work like Rihanna, but again, you're not giving yourself playtime. Okay, we know you're hard at work trying to see that, but they need you to take your time out from overthinking the goal and do something playful, some fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. I know within my divine masculine energies, I felt that. I said, last night I just stopped. I had a stressful kind of semi-day with the kids. And then I was just like, let's stop. Let's paint our toes. Let's do our nails. Do everything girly. Just be. Okay, so this is what, again, it's kind of really saying what I had did yesterday is really something that in turn they're also telling you as advice as well. They want you to surrender to stress. Okay, to surrender to stress. Says to take a few deep breaths, exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So I know, although like me being a teacher, I do remote learning, but I always stop is the part when we get ready to go to lunch. I always find myself stopping, doing some yoga, stretching. Thank God, again, I told you all before, at our school we got a program in which we are also having meditation time with the students. That's also, I do the meditation as well, and so that's very helpful for me to recenter, although I meditate in the morning, but then I get to do it with the kids, and then that helps me even when I have days that it's like overwhelming. That's another thing that you might need to really find some time in your meditation to do that as well. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Okay, so this is it. So I feel like I'm kind of in my divine masculine. This stuff is all speaking to me. That's why I'm looking at the feminine energies. That might not be the dominant one I'm in, and I'm like, really? I ain't kind of in that kind of. I ain't coming from that one. So maybe my counterpart is in that energy. He shouldn't be, but whatever. About that. So again, surrender to the habit of people pleasing. Spirit is about to me say it's nothing about the energy exchange, because sometimes you could be at the same energies at the same time. Okay, so again, I could be in my DM energy, he could be in his DM energy, and we both got to work on right now the divine feminine energies. Maybe it's on the back burner, maybe they're saying that doesn't have to be worked upon right now. Right now the focus is to get that DM energy together, because it ain't on point. It's not balancing out and showing me like a scale. It's not making an even balance. So sometimes they're saying, again, they bring it to me, it has nothing to do with who's got what, who's on first, who's on second. Sometimes it comes to the energy. It's just like that's the energy that both of you all got to work on right now as far as in your actions. Okay, so people pleasing, the habit, speak your deeds and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. That's, like I said, that for me, that's speaking 100,000% to me, because again, like I saying with this channel, again, trying to come up with things that make it pleasing for you all, to really make sure that you all understanding and preparing for this new energies that's coming in. At the same time, it's some things that I have said within myself that I said I was going to do and I was not going to do as well. And so then that causes for me to have that hard lesson of saying, do I stay true to myself, or do I go ahead and kind of, as I say, go with the flow of what's going on with you all as far as what you want, and not be really truly true to what I want to really, I think that you all need at the time. Okay, I'm just being honest. That's where I am right now with things. Okay, we talked about what needs to be surrendered, and let's look at what's life changes too as well. What's life changes? What's the life changes that they want for you all as well? I said 15 minutes. Clear? All right, so emotional check in. For the divine feminine, let's do that again because I didn't ask the question. It's there. Thank you. The divine feminine, they say a windfall. Now, when it looks like to be what it says windfall to be, it's just saying just allow to just like wind. Wind means just to go exactly with the flow. And windfall is let you know wherever the chips may fall, wherever the chips may lay. This is what it is. This here, when you come to matter of hearts, you cannot control it. It's like trying to hold sand in your hand. Eventually, it's going to pour right on out. This, when it comes to love, you've got to, again, work on yourself. Get yourself into order. Get yourself together. Get rid of those pieces that no longer serve you or resonate with you anymore. And then you can move on from there. And then it will be opening up the doors for a windfall to come. For the divine masculine, what is something that, again, that they say some life changes that you've got to occur in the divine masculine, in your alphaness, in your actions. That means out there in the world. You got to find courage, okay? And things that's got to change your life is courage. For the windfall, for the divine feminine, it's saying again, get into your sacredness, your sacral, which is again how you connected with others, how you able to manifest things. Get again your purple. Again, here's your mind, your chakra, your crown chakra. Getting the downloads to help you to understand what do you need to do next. What is the new opportunities that you need to allow to open up the doors to see. Okay, same thing with the divine masculine energies and your actions on the outside. What you need to do is again to find courage. You got to eliminate some things, divine masculine. You got the color brown. You got to be able to communicate it. What is it that again that you are using there, this throat here, to help to manifest things. I told you all in one of my channel messages that they were saying you got to watch your speech, because again we are really in that point that we can easily manifest some stuff that we may or may not want. And then also again rely upon the downloads that you get from your crown chakra to lead you into you being able to truly stand in your power. Okay, all right then. And so then after that, let's see the overall advice that is giving you for my mystic bees. I love this. What is that they're telling us that they want us to know? Clear. For the divine feminine, they say release and surrender. Yes, you need to release that hatefulness or whatever's going on in your heart that you feel that you got to smash up, or this connection for today, for tomorrow, how that is affecting you as far as in your future. You got to release that. Okay, and you got to just surrender and let it just go with the flow and let spirit lead you where you need to go. Okay, and then for the divine masculine energies and your actions towards the world outside, you need to, they say here, you need to stand your ground. It seems like to me it's like you might be split, like they say unsure. This came out before. You might find yourself going into two different directions, and you've got to choose. Maybe this also is you in the middle for as far as emotions, and you trying to deal with the emotions that you really want to go to, and then you got the emotions of your divine counterpart, your divine feminine energies there, and it's causing the problem. This could be stand your ground. Even also is the divine masculine, maybe you are even in emotions are stuck between two energies. It's a third party energies, and there in the middle there you've got to say, hey, both of y'all, I can't, whatever you is, you having this hatefulness or this upsetness, or you resentful or spiteful about that energy, I'm gonna have to put that on hold. And this person there again with this resentfulness over here, I'm gonna have to put that on hold too, because neither one of this is not working for me, okay, for where I am. So I'm gonna stand my ground, because I know what I want. Like I said, the divine masculine energies, now I'm moving to the energies, they understanding where there is not good for them. They understand who is good for them at this point. A lot of them are looking at the divine feminine energies as the one, they understand that. But if you wishy-washy and you in this type of energy here, that's not going to help the divine masculine to make his decision. Okay, all right, so you think about that as well. All right then, as I end here, don't forget about our 12/12 event. Please make sure that you go to Divine Unisos 11. We're having a 12/12 event at 12:12 p.m. Central Time for $12.12. That's divine order. And so it will be hosted by the Playground Experience with April Williams, Kathy D, and myself. And we have our special guest, Benita, Benita. And I believe also, just confirming again, David, the Soul Mission, would also be here. So we got a DM that's on board. All right, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Love you.